Hello students, I am Dr. Kalpit Ganesh Mhatre, Assistant Professor in Botany at Arts, Commerce and Science College, Lanza District, Ratnagiri, Maharashtra. Today, I am going to discuss with you the details about International Code of Botanical Nomenclature. This topic is included in the syllabus of MSc Part 1 Botany Paper 2 of University of Mumbai. So let's start with today's topic, International Code of Botanical Nomenclature. First of all, we will see what is nomenclature, because we should know what is nomenclature in details. So what is nomenclature? Nomenclature is a process of giving names to the different objects. Nomenclature is a process of giving names to the different objects. For example, names are given to humans, plants, animals, birds, insects, rocks and other objects. So everything in the world is having its own name. Like my name is Kalpit. You all are having your individual names. Names of objects like computer, laptop, headphone, mouse, rocks, birds, etc. So each and every object in the world is having name, and the process of giving names to the objects is called as nomenclature. And our today's topic is International Code of Botanical Nomenclature. So our today's topic deals with nomenclature of plants, that is known as botanical nomenclature. So in this world, every object is having its own name, plants, birds, etc. But main problem is that these names are given in common language. What are the names given to the objects? Those names are in common language, or it is also called as vernacular language or local language. Common language means the language we generally speak with each other. Like our common language is Marathi. Somebody is having common language in Kannada. So these names which are given to the plants are in common language. So these names are also called as common names. Now, whenever we are using common names for international communication, so many problems are arises. The names which originate or which are formed of words used in a native language are known as common names. Like earlier said, common names are names in local language. Like our local language is Marathi. In Gujarat state, local language is Gujarati. So common name of plants in Maharashtra will be in Marathi, but same common names in Gujarat will be in Gujarati. So common names are originated from the native language. These common names are given to a plant by local people living in a particular locality, because my observation is that in Maharashtra state or in any particular state, so many districts are also there, and single plant or same plant may have different names in different regions, because these common names are given to plants by local people living in a particular locality. These names vary in different regions of the same country. Like the name mango, everybody knows that mango means amba, but in local language or common language, for amba there will be so many different names. Or for jambul, common name in English is blackberry, but in Marathi it is called as jambul. In Hindi it is called as jamun. Likewise, common names vary in different regions of the same country. The common names are not universal. A well-known plant may have hundreds of common names, because I already said that common names are originated from native language. So these names are not universal. A single plant may have hundreds of common names. in the world. And if we consider India, in India, where there are several languages, almost all plants have local or common names or vernacular names which differs from language to language and even dialect to dialect. Sometimes two or more plants can bear same common names. For example, plant A and plant B. Those are totally different plants, but those plants sometimes may have same common name. This makes things extremely difficult. When a person speaking a particular language wants to communicate about a plant to a person speaking in a different language. Suppose two or three people are there who are from different states and they are talking about a particular plant. Then talking about common names of plant makes very difficult to understand about what type of conversation is going on or conversation about which plant is going on. Hence, common names have proved to be misleading and inadequate for wider use throughout the country or the whole world. For overcoming this difficulty of common names, scientists have given scientific names to the plants. In order to overcome the problems raised by common names, botanists have given scientific names to all known plants for international communication. For example, when we say Mangifera indica, it is a scientific name of plant mango. So when we say Mangifera indica, all the scientists in the world will know that I am talking about mango. But if I say amba, there will be some problem in understanding about the plant because amba is common or local or vernacular name in Marathi. So if I use word amba for global communication, it will be misleading. But if I use Mangifera indica, everybody would come to know that I am talking about mango. These scientific names are basically based on Latin language and hence they are universally accepted. A single scientific name is there which is used in the entire world for identification of a particular plant. For example, teak, the teak in English, teak is English name of plant Tictona grandis. So when I say Tictona grandis, everybody in the world would know that I am talking about teak. But the Marathi name or common name for teak is called as sag. So if I use word sag, it will be misleading for identification purpose. Instead of sag, if I use word Tictona grandis, that will be helpful for understanding in a proper manner. So, the scientific name of a plant consists of two separate words like Mangifera and Indica, Tictona and grandis. So, the first word is called as generic name or genus, and the second word is called as specific epithet or species. So every scientific name or botanical name is composed of two words. First one is genus and second one is species. For example, mango, genus is Mangifera and species is Indica. For blackberry or jambu, genus is Syzygium and species is Cumini. For rose, genus is Rosa and species is Indica. So when we compare these scientific names with local or common names, scientific names are helpful for having international communication. And this entire process of naming plants or giving scientific or botanical names to the plants is governed by a set of rules known as International Code of Botanical Nomenclature. So I said Mangifera indica, Tictona grandis, Rosa indica, Quisqualis indica. These all are botanical names or scientific names, and there is a particular set of rules which is governed for the nomenclature of plants, and that set of rules is called as International Code of Botanical Nomenclature. Now we will see the details of International Code of Botanical Nomenclature. So what is International Code of Botanical Nomenclature? It is also abbreviated as ICBN. So first word is international. It means this code or this set of rule is accepted internationally, globally, or worldwide. Whatever the rules recommendations are given for naming the plants, those rules are accepted internationally, hence it is called as international. Second word is code. Code means set of rules. Like in college we have code of conduct for students, code of conduct for teachers, that is rules for students, rules for teachers. In the same way, this is code or rules and recommendations for giving botanical names to the plant. So this is a code which is internationally accepted, and this code is for naming plants, hence it is called as botanical nomenclature. So a set of rules and regulations or set of rules and recommendations accepted globally, worldwide, international for the purpose of botanical nomenclature is called as International Code of Botanical Nomenclature, abbreviated as ICBN. And this ICBN is prepared by International Association for Plant Taxonomy. Plant taxonomy is study of identification, classification, nomenclature, and evolutionary trends of plants. And basically this ICBN is prepared by an International Association for Plant Taxonomy. Now we will see contents of ICBN. Now you all know that International Code of Botanical Nomenclature is set of rules and regulation designed for giving names to the plant. Now what are the exact contents of ICBN? So in this slide you will see the details of contents of ICBN. First is called as title, and title is always International Code of Botanical Nomenclature. After title, preface comes. Then important dates for publication, preamble of ICBN. Next to preamble there is a division 1, that is called as principles. In all, 6 principles are there in International Code of Botanical Nomenclature. Division 2 is rules and recommendation. Division is divided into chapters and recommendations. And last one is division 3, provisions for the governance of code. And at the end, different types of appendix are also given. So this is the contents of International Code of Botanical Nomenclature, a set of rules and recommendation designed for giving botanical names to the plants. The current version of International Code of Botanical Nomenclature is called as Shenzhen Code 2018. This ICBN is updated after every 5 years, and the current updated version of International Code of Botanical Nomenclature is Shenzhen Code 2018. In 2018, this code was prepared, and in this image you can see the first page of book or front page of book known as ICBN Shenzhen Code, and this international code is updated after every 5 years with the help of International Botanical Congress. Previous codes includes Vienna Code, Tokyo Code, St. Louis Code, and few many more codes are there, which are called as previous codes International Code of Botanical Nomenclature. But the current and updated version is ICBN Shenzhen Code 2018. After 5 years, that is in 2018, 2019, 20, 21, 22, and 2023, there will be new code of international botanical nomenclature. So ICBN comes after every 5 years. ICBN or International Code of Botanical Nomenclature is updated every 5 years at International Botanical Congress. There is a meeting of different scientists throughout the world, and that meeting is known as International Botanical Congress. And in that meeting, after every 5 years, International Code of Botanical Nomenclature is updated. Thanks a lot.